Hey guys, this is Random Interested, and today we'll be seeing how to get better at Battlelands Royale. Tip 1. So, firstly, there are 11 guns in the game in total, and 3 of them are supply drops. So, each gun has a different way of being used, and now I'll go in detail on the guns which I think should be used more often, and the ones that you should opt on not using. So this is my opinion on which guns you shouldn't be using. And you have to keep in mind that this is aimed for people who are not good at Battlelands. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. So if you are a pro, then this may not apply to you. So firstly, the Peacemaker. Well, that's an obvious one, as the game itself says it's the worst gun in the game. So I don't know why you would be taking that. The Kar 99 is a great gun, no offense. But the thing is, it has an immensely long reloading time, which could affect you, especially if you're not good at the game. But even though it depletes half the player's health with one shot, you have to be aware that it takes a long time to reload. So I'll say, if you're not that good in the game, stay off this gun. And just like the Kar 99, the reason I crossed out the sniper is for the similar reason, as it has a longer reload time. And now, I'll show you a better way to use that sniper if you're willing to improve. Well, luckily I found the sniper, because in the last game I did not. So now we have a target, let's see how to shoot them. So what people usually do is just stand still and do that. But what I say is this. Keep moving. And I want you to clearly see this in the video. I'll show you what I do using my phone. So, due to my amateur screen recording abilities, I had my phone volume on full blast, so you could not hear me properly. But what I meant to say was this. What many people do is they stand in one spot with the sniper and just hope to kill you. But what I say is keep moving with the sniper. And the way to do it is keep moving and lift your finger slightly. And I'll show you how to do it, just showing physically how to do it. So, because my phone is the only phone with the game, and I have to record from this phone, so I've pulled up an image of the game on another phone in the house. So let's just use some imagination and let me explain this to you. So what people do with the sniper is they usually stay in one spot. So this is the moving one, and that's the shooting one. And they just let's say that's me there, and I'm shooting at that person there. They'll just aim at the person and just stay in the same spot. But what I'm saying is, keep moving and aim, aim and lift your finger, aim and lift your finger. Hopefully you got the idea of what I'm saying by now. And excuse me for my terrible skills of making a video. And finally, the reason why I haven't crossed out but I've circled the bazooka and the quadzooka is for this reason. People do not understand how the gun works and they just shoot wherever they want, thinking that they're overpowered. So what they don't realize is if they shoot somewhere close to themselves, they could end up dying. And I've done this as in the past myself. So when using the gun, always keep a distance and shoot as far away as possible. And that's basically it for the guns which I think you shouldn't use. Man, this is taking a long time. So, the guns which I think you should be using are these guns which I've ticked. But they all have their advantages and disadvantages. So the shotgun and double barrel are great guns which do lots of damage, but they are closer range, so you have to be closer to the opponent. But the other guns have a longer range but less damage, so you have to be aware. And this could be an advantage for you over your opponent. So if they have a shotgun, you by instinct you should know that you should stay away from that person, because if you go near them, they'll just within 2 bullets you're dead. So that's how you play. And the SMG is a bit of a tricky one because it barely does any damage, if you get what I mean. And this is usually important when you first land, because what people do is they always go to the gun first, thinking that that's the best. But sometimes it isn't, because like if the SMG does 5 damage, when you just punch people without any guns, it does 15 damage. So you can see who will win in a fight with a SMG and just like bare hands. And the miniguns are also the same situation, but it has a more bullets per shot. Tip 2. Whilst this is purely opinionated, these places which I've circled in blue are usually the places where there are lots of supply weapons, like the stashes, and there's usually lots of guns, and there's primarily less people there. I don't know why, but it's usually the best places to land. So the farm, that one building, the maze, everywhere is good, in my opinion. I always started like there, like near the end of the maze. That's where there's like a supply crate. And then in the commuter town, the building there, and the airfield, the 2 buildings, and the Oasis village. And the reason why I've circled the camper paradise in yellow, and that's because usually whilst it's a great place to land, it's always very crowded, especially with like pro players, and you could usually get like shot in within like 2 seconds. So, but it always depends on when you land, because sometimes nobody lands there, but in my personal times it's usually populated. Tip 3. So now that we're in the game, I'll tell you the most essential thing is that you use this map here. If you press on it, you see the map gets bigger, and as the game progresses, the circle gets smaller. So what you could try to do is estimate where to go, usually near the middle, like in this game. Usually I think the end circle will be around Camper Paradise. As you can see, it just got smaller. So what you could do is hide in the bushes and after getting a gun. Tip 4. So this tip may contradict a later tip of mine, but what people do is usually they stay in the building. And how can you check this without going in? So usually they stay near the corner, so you could just point your gun and look at the illuminates the person, or you can just blindly shoot. And if you see like a number like 7 or 10, then you know somebody's in there and you can go in and shoot them. Tip 5. So, one of the major things that people do is hide in bushes, and this could be infuriating, like especially in Camper Paradise. You can just walk about and they can just shoot you. So a tip to do is when you're near a bush, just point at it, and if there's somebody there, it will show the person there. And whilst you're aware, they won't be. So they might be thinking, yeah, I'm sneaking, nobody can see me, you can see them. And another thing is, be aware, especially in Camper Paradise, if you can see this green dot behind me when I'm moving. If you keep a close eye, you can see people moving about. Like I can see this guy there with the sniper moving, so I can just sneak up behind him and shoot him like that. So just like that, I can just kill the person. Sick. So, for my last point is usually camp in these buildings. Like this guy's coming here. If I had a shotgun, I could easily kill him. So whilst I died there because I had no weapons and I wasn't trying to kill anyone, what I'm trying to say is this. Usually, camp in buildings if you are not confident enough in playing out there in the wild. So what I would say is land somewhere, get a good gun, usually a shotgun, get like a decent, keep your health high and maybe get a shield, and then camp in a building. And usually people can't check if you're there as well, so they can usually just walk in, so you have a better chance of killing them with surprise. So that's all for today, guys. Hopefully you learned something resourceful from this video and you enjoyed it, and hope to see you soon. Like, share and subscribe.